Perhaps no position in sports offers greater pressure than that of a quarterback in football. When the game is close and it comes down to the final minutes, it's all in your hands. Don't get the touchdown and you're a choke artist. But the greatest QBs in NFL history rose to the occasion. What separates legends from the rest? How they play in crunch time. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we present the 10 most clutch quarterbacks in NFL history. And a big shout out to Izzy Rush for suggesting this list. We hope you enjoyed, and if you do, feel free to leave your own ideas for lists down below, and you never know, we might use one and give you a shout out. But first, here are a couple of honorable mentions. Eli Manning, 2 Super Bowl game-winning drives in the final minute against the mighty Patriots, road playoff wins against Brett Favre, and Aaron Rodgers. Pretty good. He just hasn't had anything other than those 2 championship runs. Johnny Unitas, 38 career-winning drives, 3 NFL championships, 1 Super Bowl victory, real clutch. Steve Young, Joe Montana's understudy, kept the 49ers dynasty going into the 90s, 1 Super Bowl title, and nobody can forget the catch part 2. Brett Favre. Yes, Favre threw the most interceptions ever. Yes, he doomed his teams in the 2007 and 2009 NFC championships, but erased those for just a minute. The gunslinger led the Packers to a Super Bowl 31 championship and gave his everything to help them nearly repeat a season later. Favre's defense let him down in many big playoff games when he put them in position to win. Nonetheless, his 43 game-winning drives placed Favre 3rd all-time. That's clutch to us. Terry Bradshaw. When you're the quarterback for a dynasty that wins 4 Super Bowls in 1 decade, then you're pretty freaking clutch. Terry Bradshaw led the Pittsburgh Steelers to greatness in the 70s. The immaculate reception was fluky, but also a clutch play on Bradshaw's end. He was never consistent in the regular season, but the man turned it on in the playoffs. 4-0 Super Bowls, 9 touchdowns, and a 112.7 QB rating in big games. That's how you spell clutch in the Steel City. Aaron Rodgers. If his defense didn't give up over 30 points per game in the playoffs, there's no telling how many Super Bowls Aaron Rodgers could have had by now. But the Super Bowl 45 title will do, as well as other clutch moments. Can we talk about the Hail Mary against the Detroit Lions in 2015? How about his Hail Mary in the postseason that same year against the Arizona Cardinals? Shall we discuss his insanely clutch drive to sink the top-seeded Dallas Cowboys in the NFC divisional round? Or how about this throw to Randall Cobb with their playoff hopes on the line in 2013?
Blitz. Rodgers gets out. Floats it. Cobb! Touchdown! Randall Cobb!
Rodgers is just simply way too clutch. He makes the impossible happen. Now, if he could just win rings. John Elway. The Denver Broncos legend is like a clutch but not kind of player. He took the Denver Broncos to 3 Super Bowls in the 80s, but got crushed in every single one of them. But Elway orchestrated one of the most infamous moments in NFL history. It's called the Drive, a 98-yard drive the 1986 AFC Championship to tie things up and send it to overtime, where they'd eventually defeat the Cleveland Browns. Oh, and Elway eventually got his rings. He won Super Bowls 32 and 33 with the Broncos before retiring from football. He finally won the big one twice. That's how you go from underachiever to clutch. Drew Brees. After the 2017 season, Brees sat 5th all-time in game-winning drives and 9th in 4th quarterback victories. Now, Brees is clutch and all for leading the New Orleans Saints to a Super Bowl 44 championship. Sadly, his defense has wasted nearly a full decade of terrific performances from him. Brees should have gotten the Saints to the 2011 NFC Championship game, but his defense choked against Alex Smith and the 49ers. Brees should have gotten the Saints to the 2017 NFC Championship, but Marcus Williams forgot how to tackle. Still, Brees has always given his team a chance to win, as clutch as it gets. Bart Starr. When you win 2 Super Bowls and 5 NFL championships, you have to be clutch. That's exactly what Bart Starr was. The man was a true star in clutch situations. Starr's career as a clutch performer can be best summarized by the 1967 Ice Bowl, aka the 1967 NFL Championship game against the Dallas Cowboys. With 16 seconds left in regulation, Green Bay trailed 17-14. Logic said they should kick for overtime, but Starr convinced head coach Vince Lombardi to let him sneak it.
Takes the snap. He's got the quarterback sneaking. He's in for the touchdown, and the Packers are out in front. And the Green Bay Packers are going to be world champions.
Starr did nothing but win on the grandest of stages. That's what made him so clutch. Roger Staubach. One nickname wasn't enough for Staubach, so they called him either Captain America, Captain Comeback, or Roger the Dodger. The reason? He broke other teams' hearts too many times in late situations. Staubach essentially gave birth to the Hail Mary play in the 1975 divisional playoffs against the Minnesota Vikings.
He is going to close. Drew Pearson. He got it. Touchdown.
Staubach also guided the Cowboys to a pair of Super Bowl championships. Indeed, Captain Comeback was clutch. Peyton Manning. Many think of the Sheriff as a choke artist. Well, the stats don't lie. He's among the most clutch ever, and we won't bother diving into his 2 Super Bowl championships. Manning's 43 fourth-quarter comeback wins are the most in history. He also has a record 54 game-winning drives, and you people want to call the guy a choker. Manning stopped being a choker when he erased an 18-point deficit against the arch-rival Patriots in the 2006 championship AFC game, leading the Indianapolis Colts to a Super Bowl 41 championship. Joe Montana. They didn't call him Joe Cool for nothing. Joe Montana certainly took the word clutch to a whole new level. His legendary status took off at the 1981 NFC Championship when he hit Dwight Clark in the end zone to send the 49ers to the Super Bowl. Montana led the 49ers to 4 Super Bowl championships in the 80s, and how clutch was he? Joe Cool never threw a pick in the Super Bowl. He was that freaking good. Montana's best moment? How about the 92-yard drive to bury the Cincinnati Bengals in the final minute of Super Bowl 23? Montana set the standard for what it took to be clutch in the NFL. Tom Brady. Tom Brady has played in a whopping 8 Super Bowls. He's won 5 of them and nearly won the other 3. Pretty freaking remarkable. How many times have we said he can't win this and he freaking does it? Comeback win after comeback win. Think about the 2017 AFC Championship game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Think about how he torched the Seattle Seahawks Legion of Boom in Super Bowl 49. And of course, don't forget his 25-point comeback against the Atlanta Falcons in Super Bowl 51. TB12 is just that clutch. He's always played with ice water in his veins. 31 other teams have learned this, and there's almost never any stopping Brady when the game is on the line. Who do you think is the most clutch quarterback in NFL history? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you like the video, then like the video. We'd really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed yet, now's a great time to do that for more cool videos every single day. And until next time, tune in to Total Pro Sports for more cool sports things. Cool, cool, cool. Cool make cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. I say cool a lot. Cool. See you next time.